In 1986, a rich white girl from Switzerland who owned a boutique went to Kenya for a trip. She was accompanied by her boyfriend, whom she likely planned to marry in the near future. However, she did not know her plans would change forever once she met new people in Kenya. There, she met the Samburu tribe, whose men were the fiercest warriors, the strongest men that white girl had ever seen. She was deeply attracted to one man from that tribe, who was strongest, charming, and attractive. Even if she went back to Switzerland, she could not forget that black warrior and came back to marry him. But what happened next? How did they marry? How many children they have? And where are they today? Welcome to a new episode of Black Afric Diary, a channel where we talk about Black African history, culture, arts, and civilization. It's a place where you will see the real picture of Black Africa, its stories, and the events defining it. In this episode, we will tell you about the story of a white girl who fell in love and married a Samburu tribe warrior, but their love story ended sadly. Let's get started. Karin Hoffmann was born on the 4th of June, 1960 in Switzerland to a German father and a French mother. She grew up in Switzerland, enjoying a good life. By the age of 21, Karin had opened her own clothing shop and became a successful businesswoman. She had everything anyone could wish for: beauty, wealth, and a promising future. Slim, tall, and blonde, she had many admirers. However, Karin had been dating Marco, a handsome and wealthy man from her social circle, for almost 2 years. They seemed destined for a happy future together, but Karin found that life was too predictable and uninspiring. Even though she loved Marco, she wanted to enjoy and experience adventure, which was not possible in Europe. She wanted to visit new places, people, and cultures. Therefore, in 1986, at the age of 26, she and Marco went on a vacation to Kenya. They thought that together, the trip would help them strengthen their bond, and they would return to Switzerland with a decision on when to marry. The trip was an amazing experience for her. They enjoyed themselves and immersed themselves in Kenyan culture. Everything was going as planned. But one day, they unexpectedly met warriors from the Samburu tribe. Among them was Lukatinga, the tallest, strongest, and most handsome warrior. Karin was captivated by him and soon found herself falling in love. She felt confused because she had her boyfriend with her, but she could not control her heart. Initially, it seemed quite awkward because she and that warrior had nothing in common. Karin was a wealthy girl accustomed to a comfortable life, while Lukatinga was a warrior from a wild African tribe, living with only a red loincloth, some goats, and a jungle hut. Despite these stark differences, Karin didn't care. She fell in love so deeply that she was willing to abandon her entire past life. Determined to follow her heart, Karin decided to break up with her fiancé and sell her store in Switzerland. She returned to Kenya and went looking for Lukatinga and confessed her feelings to him. The African warrior couldn't resist the charming foreigner, and they spent the night together. However, he could hardly imagine that this girl would become his wife. He could not believe that the sophisticated white woman from Europe was ready to give up everything just to be his wife. Karin was criticized by his friends and family for choosing to marry someone she hardly knew. They believed she was making hasty decisions, not thinking of the challenges ahead. But Cornier had decided, and no one could talk her into changing her decision. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Black Africa. Let's continue now. She was not just in love with the African warrior, she was in love with the people of the tribe, their culture, and the environment. If she wanted the warrior only, she could take him with her, promising a life he would have never imagined. However, she herself wanted to enjoy life in Kenya. Gradually, Corny succeeded in establishing a bond with Lukatinga's family and the tribe and was finally permitted to marry Lukatinga. Their marriage, steeped in Samburu customs, signified the onset of Karin's immersion into a life vastly distant from her urban comforts. Settling into a modest dwelling crafted from dung, devoid of modern amenities like running water and electricity, Karin confronted the raw realities of survival in the Kenyan wilderness. Basic tasks such as bathing and using the restroom entailed laborious journeys into the adjacent jungle. Despite these adversities, Karin's dedication to her husband and newfound community stood unwavering. She embraced her role within the tribe, undertaking vital responsibilities such as gathering wood and water essential for daily sustenance. Her resilience was tested as she combated diseases like malaria, showcasing her enduring love for Lukatinga and her willingness to weather any storm for him. However, the obstacles Karin confronted extend beyond mere survival. Cultural disparities from the outset fueled tensions within their marriage. Lukatinga's possessiveness and jealousy, rooted in his views on gender roles and family hierarchy, clashed with Karin's independent spirit and entrepreneurial aspirations. Her decision to establish a small shop in the village, defying traditional gender norms, further strained their bond. Despite these challenges, their union endured for 4 years, resulting in the birth of a daughter. Over time, Karin found herself increasingly at odds with the customs of the Samburu tribe. Discovering their practice of female circumcision stirred a fierce internal conflict within her. She vehemently opposed subjecting her daughter to such customs. However, Lukatinga felt betrayed. The daughter was not Karin's only. He was also the father. Traditional expectations added strain to their relationship. Later, Karin was expected to accept the prospect of Lukatinga taking multiple wives and engaging in polygamy. But Karin had never thought about this, and now she felt alone. What's more, issues began to get serious. Lukatinga's mounting jealousy led to allegations of infidelity and doubts about their daughter's parentage. Lukatinga expressed doubts that he might not be the father of the daughter they had. It was because Lukatinga was being highly influenced by tribal culture, where it was not considered right to allow wives to roam around without male protection. It was necessarily due to the wild environment. She would also be open to the whole tribe, thinking that it spread love. But her husband did not like that. That's when Karin decided to leave Kenya and come back to Switzerland. Leaving the life she had built within the Samburu tribe was a challenging decision for Karin. One day, she took her daughter with her and decided to travel back to Switzerland. In 1998, Karin poured her heart into her autobiography, The White Maasai, offering readers a candid look into her extraordinary experiences within the tribe. The book resonated with audiences worldwide, evident from its impressive sale of over 4 million copies. Its compelling story also caught the attention of filmmakers, leading to a successful film adaptation with the same title. Karin's literary success marked a new chapter in her life, launching her into the realms of fame and fortune. Despite the recognition and wealth she gained, Karin's top priority remained her daughter, Napirai. Now 36 years old, Napirai blossomed into an exceptional woman, forging her own path as the owner of a hair and makeup lounge in Zurich and establishing herself as a sought-after wedding stylist. Napirai's upbringing was shaped by Switzerland, where she pursued her education and only visited her father's tribe upon reaching adulthood at 20. Karin's cautious approach stemmed from a fear that her daughter might encounter difficulties upon returning home, a testament to her maternal instinct to protect. Despite past issues, the reunion between father and daughter was heartwarming, reaffirming the enduring bond of family. Throughout the years, Karin remained a reliable source of support for her ex-husband and his extended family, providing financial assistance despite their estrangement. However, the gap between Karin and her former spouse proved too wide, as she realized the irreconcilable differences that drove them apart. Despite finding new love with a European partner and embarking on adventures together, Karin's heart still held a place for her first love, Lukatinga. The love story between Karin and Lukatinga was one of passion and sacrifice, bridging the gap between two vastly different worlds. Karin, accustomed to independence and success, found herself in a romance with a Samburu warrior who defied his tribe's customs by marrying a foreigner. Despite their genuine affection, the stark contrast between their worlds proved insurmountable, ultimately leading to a bittersweet conclusion. Have you ever heard about more real stories where women from Europe came to Africa and fell in love with African men? Do you believe that these marriages can last longer if the love is real? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on the story of Karin Hoffmann, who fell in love with an African warrior. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos on Black Africa, its history, rich arts and culture, and things the world should know about. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.